Jimmy-chan, not san. Jimmy-chan desu. I don't know what that is. And it's not meant to be Ohio, it's meant to be Konnichiwa, but I'm excited. So I'm getting everything wrong. So, Renai Hunter came out today, the PV, not the single. If the single came out, I'd be like, ah! Yay. But, the PV came out today. I wasn't really expecting that to come out, like, so soon. But when it did, I was just randomly going onto my YouTube and the PV just was there. And so I ran to go get my sister because my sister wanted to watch it with me. And, we both watched it, and oh my god, wow, I'm really, really happy. As you can probably tell, so Renai Hunter is the 49th single for Monomusume and the very last single for Monomusume's current leader, Gaki. She has been in the group for over 10 years now. She is the longest running member in Monomusume ever. She beat out her own Gen 5 best friend, Takahashi Ai, and so this is her last single. She is leaving now, and she wanted to leave with Ai-chan, but she stayed to kind of coach the 10th generation of Morning Musume to help them adapt a bit better, and to make sure that the 9th generation members could help the 10th generation members, even though some are older than the others. So I think that's really, really good, and I was just so excited when this came out, and I love the PV. That is my personal opinion. I don't know what other people think of it. I know that some people probably think, why isn't it as epic as we want it to be? Because honestly, when I first heard of Renai Hunter, I thought, okay, Love Hunter. Obviously, I was actually half expecting a kind of battle royale themed, yeah, kind of like that battle royale themed music video where they like all have arrows and goods or something, bows and arrows and whatnot, and are basically tracking each other down, and in the end one is an overall winner and whatnot. I think that would have been cool, but that's my personal idea that I had of it. That's how I imagined it in my head. But what we have here is basically really, really epic. So we've got the basic dance shot. There's no plot line to it, no storyline. It's basically a lot of solo shots, dance shots, and group shots where it looks like they're all doing modelling poses, and it's really, really cool. You've got the whole light scenes and stuff, and then you've got a few dark scenes, which is the modelling shoots. And all of the girls equally look absolutely gorgeous. So I do like it. I really, really like it. The costumes are great. They're like silver with bits of colour, sporting certain generations or certain members. It's like Aika, she isn't in Gen 6, she's in Gen 8 obviously. She's wearing like a black V on her silver costume, like Reina and Sayu are, but then the rest of the generations are put into a specific colour group, and Gaki is the only one in her colour. She's in yellow and silver, and that kind of does make her stand out. So yeah, I really loved the dance shot. I thought the dance shot was really, really cool. I liked how the dance shot was actually centered around Gaki. As one of my friends said, you kind of knew that this was a graduation PV because they were kind of throwing it in your face with how it was solely based on Gaki. And yeah, I do agree with that, but the thing is, I like that. I like how much focus there was on Gaki and stuff, and this PV was honestly a lot better than Kono, Chikyu and Karata issue was. It is so much better. It's just, I don't know, I just can't explain how much better it is to me as my personal point of view or anything, but it's just that I feel that with this video we see a lot more of Gaki. There's a lot more focus on Gaki than there was on Takahashi Ai. With Takahashi Ai, it was kind of like this shared thing that you had going on there. You could see that I was like a part of it, but the thing is, I was always the centre, so it wasn't as special or anything, but there was so much more focus on Gaki. It's like, okay, Reina got a lot more lines, but even though Gaki didn't get as many lines as Reina, she got a lot more focus, a lot more screen time. The dance was solely based around her, and everyone was basically just around her. It was her, it was the focus on her, and that's what I liked about it, and that's why I thought it was so much more better. And there were some scenes where I thought Gaki looked exactly like Yossi, which was really strange to me, but it just, I thought, wow, she looks like Yossi. It was probably the maturity that she was giving off and the leadership that Yossi gave off in her last single, which was Kanashimi Twilight, the PV. She just gave off this aura that she was like the mature one, that she was the leader, and that's basically what has happened with Gaki here. She's just given off this whole aura, and she looks a bit like Yossi as well in the face. It was really strange to see, but it was really, really cool to see as well. I thought Reina was beautiful in this. Honestly, I don't think Reina's been as beautiful as this as she was in Only You. In Only You, I really noticed her, but in this, I really noticed her again. She's gorgeous. Sayu was gorgeous, but I didn't really, sorry, I didn't really notice her as much. Canon looks different. I don't know why, but she just looks so much more mature. She looks like a lot like more alluring, I guess, in a way. Haruka was gorgeous, and so is Harina, and those were the girls that I actually really, really noticed. I noticed Eripon a bit, and Fukumura looks gorgeous. She always looks gorgeous, so she looked so pretty in this. She looked very she looked very angelic against everyone else who looks quite cool and stuff, but she looked very angelic, very pure, and just very, very demure. She looked lovely. I liked how different she looked to everyone else. What else is there that I can really talk about other than how epic it is? I like the magazine parts. The magazine parts I thought were really, really a really nice touch, especially with the little lollipops that they were doing and the little pose, and I thought that was a nice incorporation into the whole modelling aspect of it. And the ending part of the song, where it shows Mono Musume's sign, it has Mono Musume written on Nagaki's cheek, and she basically mouths Mono Musume Daisuki. And at that point, I just wanted to cry, because I don't think that they could have ended it any better. I mean, Takashi I didn't get that, and Nagaki did, and I was just like, I was so overwhelmed with emotions at that point, because it was wonderful. It made me want to jump about, and then in the end, it just made me want to cry out of happiness. It's just like a really, really good PV, in my honest opinion. I think that it's just really, really well made, and the amount of Aika in this, yes! Finally. Aika's not really been shown much in other PVs. She's given the solo shots, but she's given more solo shots here, and it was really, really nice. And the interaction that she had with Masaki Sato was absolutely wonderful, because they really looked like they just get along and that they loved each other and all that. Moving on to the song, I probably won't be too long with this. I like the song. I love the letting my hand does in it. It sounded like Sunku and Nagaki were singing it, so if it is Nagaki in it, then obviously she's got a little bit more of a solo time in there. And but I loved how it just all was. It's a really, really cool song. It's a really, really energetic song. It sounds amazing. It's just the sort of song that I'm happy that Gaki has graduated with. A lot of people were like, oh my god, if she graduates with PPU, I'm done for with Mono Musume. But she graduated with this song, and I hope that this song makes a lot more people happy, especially the whole PPU haters who were just like, oh my god, Byaku Ultra's crap. I'm going to not be a fan of Mono Musume anymore. Yeah, well, I just hope that this makes them realise that Mono Musume aren't going in one direction. They're always like jazzing it up. They're always going to have that one single where it's kind of like and then suddenly they're like pow, and they've got this. With the singing, I loved it. I'm not too keen on the line distribution like I ever am, but it was solely it was kind of a dominating song for Reina and Gaki. Riho had 2 lines in this. I think Sayumi had 1. I think that Riho's second solo was the best. Her first solo sounded very whiny. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate from Riho fans from this, because I in general don't really like Riho. I don't care for her. I don't like hate her like some people would interpret if I said this. I just don't like her. I think she's got a very whiny voice, but in her second solo she sounded very powerful and very, very good, and that's what I really liked. But Gaki was definitely the star in this whole PV. She had a good majority of lines. She looked beautiful. Everyone looked beautiful. And I just think that overall this was a really, really great PV and a really, really great song. And it's something that I'm happy that Gaki is graduated with. And I'm hoping to buy this single because I want to support Gaki and her graduation. And I love Gaki. She means a lot to me in a way. So yeah. So I thank you all for watching. I hope this is okay as a review or an overview or whatever. And did you like the single or not? I hope you did because it's amazing. Anyway, love you all. Chima-san. Chima-chan! Why am I calling myself san? I'm not that high and almighty. Chima-chan out. Bye bye. Mwah. Bye bye.